Hey guys, today we're going to be learning about evaluating angles. A couple things to keep in mind. Remember that a right angle measures 90 degrees, and that those angles are called complementary. And then remember, straight lines measure 180 degrees, and two angles that make a straight line are called supplementary. So two angles that make a right angle are complementary. Two angles that make a straight line are supplementary. All right, so let's look at an example of how we can use this to evaluate angles. Say that we're given a right angle like this, and there are two angles inside it, complementary angles, and we're told this one measures 55 degrees, and we don't know how much this one is, it's x. We can use the fact that they're complementary. X plus 55 should equal 90. Okay, those added together to find x. And then we can just simply subtract 55 from both sides to get x by itself. And then 90 minus 55 is 35. Okay, this is simply one way of doing it. If it's simple like this, you could just say, oh, 90 minus 55 and put your answer there. You don't have to write the equation until it gets a little more complicated than this one. Similarly, if you had supplementary angles, so two angles that make a straight line, say this one is 40 degrees, and this one is x minus 50 degrees, you can use the fact that they together make 180. So you could do x minus 50, this angle, plus 40, this angle. Together, they make 180. Okay, I just put them in a box so you can see that these are the two angles. You don't have to do that. Okay, then I'm going to look on my left side for any like terms I can combine. And there's nothing with the x, so it's going to come down. But I have negative 50 and I have positive 40. So that would make together negative 10. Remember how that works? Equals 180. And then to get x all by itself, I need to do the opposite and add 10 to both sides. Okay, so x, and this would cancel, equals 190 degrees. All right, lost my sheet here. So let's give you a couple to try. So for the first one, see you're given this right angle with two complementary angles inside. This one is 76 degrees, and this one is 2x. Go ahead and set that up and solve for x. Hopefully you paused the video and you did that. So I'm just going to add these two angles, 2x plus 76 equals 90. Then I'm going to look on the side with the variable and say, okay, I want to get rid of the constant first. So we want to subtract 76 from both sides. 2x comes down. 76 minus 76 is 0. 90 minus 76 is 14. And then again, I want x by itself. I can do that by dividing by 2. And both sides. That makes 1x or x. And 14 divided by 2 is 7. Okay, let's try another one. We've got supplementary angles this time. This one is 50 degrees, and this one is 2x minus 30. Pause the video, see if you can solve this one yourself. Okay, hopefully you set up 2x minus 30, this angle, plus 50, this angle, equals 180. On this side, I can bring down my 2x. There's no other x terms. But these two can combine, they're like terms. So negative 30 and positive 50 would make positive 20 equals 180. Looks like a 0. All right, on the side with the variable, get rid of the coefficient or the constant first, the constant. So we want to subtract 20. We're going to bring down our 2x. 20 minus 20 is 0. 180 minus 20 is 160. Again, on the side with the variable, I want to get rid of this 2 by doing the opposite, dividing, because 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 1 times x is x. And then 160 divided by 2 is 80. All right, we're going to do one last example together. This one's a little different, so just make sure you read the directions carefully. Here, it's asking us to find angle A. And look at the scenario. We've got supplementary angles. This one's 50 degrees. This is angle A, but angle A equals 2x minus 30. So if we just solve for x, we're only getting this number. We're not getting this whole thing, which is angle A. So this is going to be a two-step problem. We need to solve for x first, and then we plug it in to solve for A. So let's try that. Actually, this is the same problem that we just did. 2x minus 30 equals 50. So we already know x is 80. No, I forgot about that. So we already know x equals 80 from the last problem. So now we just only have to do that second step. So angle A equals 2x minus 30. I can just plug it in. So angle A equals 2 times 80 minus 30. And then remember to multiply first. 2 times 80 is 160 minus 30. So angle A would equal 130 degrees. Okay, so just make sure you read your directions carefully. Sometimes they'll ask for x, and sometimes it might be a little more complicated asking for the full angle. All right, let me know if you have any problems. Have a great day.